Alright, welcome to my thoughts on Outriders, made by the company People Can Fly, published by Square Enix. Bear with me guys, I might be kind of all over the place, you guys be the judge. I'm not sure, but I just kind of want to talk out what I wrote out for this game and just my feelings on everything. So the game has an arcadey vibe to it, meaning it feels light, despite how bulky your character looks and also how enemies come at you in droves. All it's missing is a point system. Think the recent Dooms that have released, and Bulletstorm. Speaking of which, People Can Fly dev Bulletstorm and Gears of War Judgment. Starting to see a resemblance? Action and gunplay are pretty tight. You can use 2 primary weapons and 1 sidearm, all on top of being able to use 3 abilities at a time, with a choice between 8 abilities altogether. You have the choice between Pyromancer, Technomancer, Devastator, or Trickster. I decided to run Devastator as it seemed to promote a tank approach to the game, which I like to run. Fighting humans and creatures is cool and a bit refreshing as well, due to there being mods and abilities that may fit better depending on what you're fighting. At least I have to change my abilities based off of what I'm currently fighting. Monsters don't shoot bullets for me to reflect, at least not to my knowledge. Indicators on the ground for warning attacks is a welcoming feature as well that actually makes me wonder and look forward to possible endgame raids and things of that nature. Though I hear there's something called expeditions that are kind of like time trials that you can get based off of your performance. You can get better loot. Weird ass creatures enough to make you pause the game and actually read about them because the fight you just had was that insane. Collectible documents and files all over the place, ranging from people, creatures, landscapes, landmarks, to lab work and personal journals. A lot to read for the players who enjoy additional world building through text. I personally enjoy reading the creatures and some landmarks, but I'm too slow of a reader to take it any further. There is a lot to read. If it's a looter shooter, odds are there are side quests. And boy do I love my side quests. More opportunities for loot and more opportunities to imagine the build you might want to have for late game. Voice acting is okay for Outriders as well, so any additional chances for world and character building on that note, you can sign me up for. The lines that some of the characters say though, are quite cheesy. Apparently the devs have been working on this game for over 5 years at People Can Fly, so basically if this is the intro to the game, definitely looking forward to the rest of the story and the end game and maybe any of the DLC that they come up with. It's fully crossplay, which was actually one of the driving factors of buying the game, as 8 people I know that have the game, 3 of us are on console, so almost everyone else is on PC, and every new person I see playing the game is on PC, so crossplay is definitely a plus. Immediately in its vanilla state, Outriders offers a meaningful use to crafting blues from greens to obtain mods that you don't already have and to add to your collection, which in turn can be modded onto gear that you currently prefer to use simply because you out-leveled your old good stuff. This allows for easy to access builds while leveling that makes sense as opposed to getting gear and throwing trash together to make some makeshift bullshit until max level endgame. Good luck trying to do that at World Tier 10 and beyond. Before I wrap this video up, I wanted to speak lightly on the enemy AI. This game is supposed to be a cover shooter, by the way, and the AI do not care. Oh, you thought this was going to be like Division? Nah, the AI will take any angle they feel like. It's Division in the sense of, we're going to do whatever the fuck we want to do because we know we have a lot of health to do it. And it's your job to get all Borderlands on them and remind them it's a looter shooter and to hold this build I put together. That's about it for me though. By the time I got to the end of creating this video, I've already reached level 30, which is the level cap. The story is just about complete one more session and it's basically done, and I can create my end game setup. I'm going to try to make one last Outriders video covering the end game experiences unless you, the people, request more. Alright, I'll see you guys in the next project. Have a good one. Peace.